Yo, Eric Dubois with EDP-Beats.com, and today we're going to talk about how to get a natural sounding bass without having a real bass. I haven't found any good VSTs to be able to simulate a real electric bass or an acoustic bass. So if you guys know any dope VSTs, let me know in the comments below because I would love to check them out. But I found a little workaround that I've been doing for the past few years using just an electric guitar and some cool effects stock that are already inside Ableton to make it sound a little more bassy and a little more natural. That gives it just a more human sound to the whole track if you can do that. So yeah, let's go to it. Let's grab the guitar, hook it up, and let me show you what I do. Boom. I grabbed a quick little drum loop from one of my sample packs, Hairy Ears Future Sounds Volume 1. There's a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. So we're going to use this as our bass, and now we're just going to try to jam a few notes and a few sample sessions and see what we can come up with. So grab an audio track, hit record. Now one of the cool techniques is also to use your fingers to play the notes, because that's what bass players do, so you have that a little smoother sound. You can use a pick if you want to have a more plucky bass sound, like in punk rock for example, or things like that. It gives it a really cool sound. I'll show you at the end of the video a punk rock track that I did using this technique, and it works fine, good enough for me without having a real bass. I'm going to invest in one soon, but that works fine for me. So hit record and see what we can do. Alright, that's good enough for me. So, we're gonna start just getting everything back. Since I'm screen recording at the same time, I have like a huge latency when I record, so I'm just gonna stack everything back to where it's supposed to be. Okay, so once you have this synced up, what you want to do is select here in the audio part, select Complex Pro, which is going to allow us to have a better sound than just a regular Beats mode or Complex. And we're going to transpose this whole audio signal down an octave, so -12. So already we're getting that bassy vibe, but still it's too plucky, it's too metallic, it sounds too dull. So the formants, or formants, I don't know how to pronounce it, let me know. We're gonna take it all the way down. That's already way better. Now we're gonna go to our effects. So we don't need all of these, my default settings. And what we're gonna go ahead and start off first is a compressor to have a kind of to break down the dynamics. Some notes are higher than others, and so just to bring everything to just squish the dynamics out and to have like a really linear type of sound. Compress it just a little bit. Awesome. Okay, now the second part is to go in Ableton and find bass amp. So it's called Bass Roundup, and this is a preset for the amps that you have in Ableton. So drag that in, and already that's gonna make this is stock plugin. This is in Ableton, so everyone can have it. Bass Roundup, it's called. So it's an amp effect with bass settings. So already it's gonna give you a more fuller, richer sound bass. You can already hear it way better. And I also like to add a cabinet, which is another stock plugin from Ableton that simulates the cabinet that's on top of an amplifier. And they have a setting here called 4x10 bass. And And that just makes it sound already way better. Now you can play around with the settings. I'll go a little deeper. I'll make another video about amplifiers and cabinet settings for guitars and synthesizers and anything. It gives you a really cool sound. And these are my settings to have a cool bass. So already this guitar, we just pitched it down, flipped it, and it sounds natural to me. Then you can go ahead and add your EQ. You can go ahead and add all other kinds of effects that you want to make it sound a little bit better. But this works already perfectly for me. Then we're gonna sidechain it, we're gonna add an EQ, you know, we're gonna do all of our regular processing, but this is just to have the basic sound coming out straight out of the box. So yeah, that's my little tricks. So if you guys know, again, any VSTs or any other plugins that are free or to buy that really emulates a electric bass or an acoustic bass like really well, I'm totally up to find it because this process works for me, but I'm sure there's better things out there, and I'm kind of curious to know. So leave a comment below to let me know about that. And yeah, so if you like these types of videos, hit a like, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Give me your techniques on how to have a cool sound and what kind of cool things you can do with the guitar in Ableton. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Yeah, I don't know if there was anything else on my list. No, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that was quick. Once again, follow me on Instagram if you want more stories. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a subscribe. I hate to say that, but I gotta start saying it because I don't know if it works or if it doesn't work. So I see everybody saying it, so I'm gonna start saying it too. So hit a like, hit a subscribe, smash it, whatever you guys call it. And yeah, shoots. Once again, access to the Patreon cam is on my Patreon page. The link is gonna be below. The full unedited video, so how I fucked up the whole thing. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time for another tip. Peace.